Unmasked. Angels of light and love. Good to see you. Welcome back. I had a scarf on my head. That's why it's like so slick. So smooth. Except for like the ends maybe. Little furry ends. The usual. What was my alternate headscarf? This was going to be it, but it didn't cover up my whole head. And it was kind of hard to manage. So let me just see here. Angels of light and love. While I'm like just busy messing around. Please let me know. I mean, please come through. Do your usual thing. All right, let's see. Let's see what this is all about. Can we do that? Are we? I don't know. There's a little bit of a bun thing going on over there. Do you want to do that? I don't know. It gets a little hot. It feels like it's holding like a good headband. Anyway, what is life going to be like with, after this, like, with this new job? Like, what, with this new job? Like, what is life going to be like? On, the left side, I got 10 of Swords. On the right side, I got 9 of Cups. I always know that, like, whatever, new thing comes along, it's always been an improvement. So, like, I not only want to trust in that, I just believe in it. It just happens. And the less resistant, the resistance, the better. And all the more practice. Like, you just like have to give yourself accolades. Like, if you're having a hard time, a complex time with a certain challenge, and it finds itself repeating in your life, like every like random season just sprinkled into your life, just like earlier today, I lost my shit, but so did the other. I didn't lose it completely. I was just, it should not have like affected my nervous system as much as it did. But when you're very adamant about standing up for yourself, that's what tends to happen. But sometimes you just have to like realize like the whole scope of what you're working with. And so I just kind of like got a flavor of that again. So anyway, I just know because of this, like, I was a little disappointed in myself with that part. Like, I could have done better. I should have done better. But it was like that instant thing. And that tells me that the unhealthy part of my ego is like more in that arena than like what you're more accustomed to experiencing in everyday life with like players who just like cheat on each other and like fuck around. Just play games. And so sometimes like in the egoic sense, in indulging in that, you don't realize that you're indulging in it until after the fact. So it's just like, I didn't know I was being played like that, you know, people trying to, like when people lose their sense of power, all they have left is to try to trigger you to engage and lose your sense of power, like relinquish that. So I think that was the agenda there, because it, like I saw it wind in circles, like the many angles. So I know I'm at a better position than where he is at. But anyway, all the more reason to point the finger, like, oh my goodness, that means like wonderful things are coming. I forget this part. I forget this part of the test. And so I just want to know, like, because every time I get on here, I'm like, oh, let me tell you what happened. Oh my goodness. I didn't even tell you everything that happened, like, from yesterday. That was funny and maybe just like non-essential, but everything has a time and place. So anyway, I felt like I just got home. I did cave into some coffee, but because of this morning, it would have been a very like good excuse to have a cigarette, like just get back into it. But I didn't feel it. I didn't feel it strong enough. So I am doing better. I didn't feel it strong enough to be like, oh, I could use one right now. But so I'm getting better. So with the excitement of just getting home, even after like the coffee thing trip, I was like, I wanted to talk. And I felt like, is this what I'm gonna subject my person to once I start seeing somebody? Like, you'll never guess what happened. And I hope it's better substance. I hope it's more like just more like I can just clock out. Like, clock out. That would be so nice. So yeah, okay. I know that seeing someone is not everything. So I want to know, because like if I wanted like just one thing, I would really like one thing at a time. I would really like to become more financially independent and work on that wealth. I would really like to do what I'm doing now. And I know I'm talking like a teenager, but I would really like for that to happen. Because I know that I cannot disappoint myself in these matters. The learning experience is so much more isolated, and there's been a long time since that I've been sheltered, and just I feel like I need to make up for lost time. So like I'm okay with how I am in in my status, but yeah, I really want to get to that. So I want to answer. I want to get it answered. After, what is it going to be like when this new job takes place, is in effect? What is my life going to be like? And I got the sleigh card on my recipient end, but like, how is that? If I'm receiving, I feel like I'm gonna be slaying things so much better, like as it approaches my inbox, before like it even gets to like the focus point of my right hand. It's gonna be like processed that much easier, because ta-da, I am happy. It's so there's a lot of data coming through, and that's how I feel like it's almost like hail. The I don't think it's gonna, like, having this on the right hand, this means that I'm slaying. That means that I'm slaying as I'm processing. That means that I'm slaying so hard that there are tons of inquiries and interested people. I don't know what you call it. Leads. Like, I'm gonna have that so much on my inbox hailing through, because guess what? I'm happy. Like, what? Things are so much easier when you're happy, you're fulfilled. Like, ah, I have the answer. Yay. You know, it's things just work out on their own. So anyway, that's where I'm at. And give me a second, because I haven't had I just bought the coffee, and now I am about to engage in a little drinkery. Okay, let's see that. See it happen. See it through. Thanks so much. I hope it's okay. I hope it's okay. Let's see. Okay. Do you know how many times I had to call back my power today? And like spray myself and do like all kinds of... The head wrap really worked. In fact, I think I'm gonna wear this tomorrow. Do you know how many like repetitive meetings I sat through today? Led by the same... It's like a one-on-one meeting. I just sit there waiting for it to end. Are we going over the same stuff? Oh my God, like what is this? I don't know. It's fine. Let's see. So what is my new life gonna be like with this new job? Page of Swords. I feel like this is kind of a renewal. Like, the fresh feeling of an intern. Yeah, I think that's what it is. Like, this is new to me, and it gives like the explorer vibe. Like, I wonder what I'm gonna have for lunch. I wonder who I'm gonna sit next to. I hope I have a good neighbor. I hope, you know, like all of these wonderful things. So it's excitement in the arena of learning. Yeah. That's good. Okay. And, you know, like, let's not confine it to just like office space. Let's just say, like, I wonder, like, you know, energetically, who I'm going to be sitting next to. Who are my, like, colleagues in, like, I'm out there, okay? Who's going to be, like, side by side to me? Who, like, how is it going to be? I wonder. I should be excited. I'm a very lucky person. So, what do you want to tell me, my panel? Angels of Light and Love. Of course, I welcome you in as a formality. Okay, let's light a candle. Okay. So, I'm trying to be patient. At the same time, I'm really also trying to slow myself down a little bit to make sense out of what's happening here. You know, they already told me energetically and by not so many words that you don't have a path here. You don't have anything to look forward to other than just like keep your nose, like just keep it steady, you know? If you have to ask questions, we'll feed you a lot of bullshit, and we'll run around, you know, we'll have you run around the premises, run laps, and, you know, we'll just make it harder on you. That's it. So, you know, there's that. I mean, I guess it could be worse. I mean, I guess it could be like, working, in, I don't even want to say it. I'm not going to even say it. Forget it. Okay. So, what do you want to tell me? What is life going to be like? Okay. There's something there, too. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. 4 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. The Hanged Man in reverse. 7 of Swords. 10 of Pentacles. And 6 of Swords. Oh my goodness. Well, there's a lot of Pentacle energy here. And let me see here. Right in the middle is the Hanged Man, like in full awareness, with the Ace of Pentacles, like at hand. So I'm in full awareness of what Spirit presents to me, the opportunities. After, like, there's like an umbrella of opportunities. So it's not just like a single one. But there's like a web of other things that it pertains to. And so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like above the thick of it, you see. It's still within, you know, within reach. Like, I haven't completely lost grasp of it, but it's like an overview of the thick of it. So after, like, let's say, visually speaking, okay, you're like strung from, like, upside down on a tree. You're there, you're waiting around, like you got caught in a booby trap, whatever, and you're looking around and you see life, of course, in a different perspective, but like that, like, logically, that's correct. But being in that position, you get to see like all the critters on the trees. You get to see like what's moving about. It's not just like this concept, it's actually being there and what you do get to notice and what you do get to see. So your perspective is absolutely altered, like things that you haven't seen before, not just like you haven't seen it that way before. No, there are things that you haven't seen before. And so when you get out of that hangman position, it's just life altering. So there's a lot more wiggle room that you create for yourself. That's what they're telling me in this perspective. Like, even though you feel hung up right now in this atmosphere, trust me, it's teaching you a shit ton of things. Like, yeah, definitely. So I'm good with that. I'm definitely down for that. And the progression, after like knowing the face card of it, is that there's never going to be any lacking, nor feeling of lacking. It's ultimate resourcefulness, even if you have like the ultimate amount of pentacles. So it seems like there's no such thing. Who would have to think about being resourceful when they have like oodles of money, you know, like oodles amount of pentacles? Like, how does that even come into the picture if you have like, if you have endless, like, what do you call it? Expendable, shitloads of expendable income. So, there is absolute ownership in that, like right behind that, the Four of Pentacles. In knowing that it's a matter of perspective. Okay, resourcefulness, it comes through at any given time, because what you're doing is you're practicing, or what I will be practicing is discipline in a way that it's not just discipline for myself, but putting that into effect to like being like environmentally conscious and all of that, energetically conscious, is that I'm also doing that for the collective. Yeah. So I would be making wiser decisions with all of this pentacle energy. Definitely. And it's coming through like endless. Do you see that? It's like genie, like freaking, do you see that? Like, holy smokes. Everything you wish for, darling. But like, there's something about it where it's, with the amount that's coming through, it's almost like oh my gosh, it's almost like I'm stealing it. It's weird. I don't know. Like, how do I say it? You know how people have a chip on their shoulder, and I'm not siding with anyone here, but it's like, when there's cross-cultural dating, and somebody dates cross-culture, and they're like, they're stealing all of our women, they're stealing all of our men, our good men, that kind of thing. There's that kind of like nastiness in it. And I'm not saying that it's not true. I'm saying that, like, when ideas and concepts are popularized or become more favorable, how could you not, how could you fault others wanting to engage in something that is, an area of life that is more appealing and different and exciting? But at the same time, there's also that part where when you fetishize a certain culture, that's where it kind of like, it starts to lean on being sick, because you're objectifying what that culture values, like the essence of it. Um, so and the differences, like what beautifies it. You're turning it into a commodity. And so there's that. So like there's different perspectives. But I got a little sidetracked here. Oh gosh. It was meant to be. But like, it's kind of like stealing that. That's what some people think. Um But there's also the understanding that, like, right behind your back, there's almost like this Judas energy wanting to steal that 10 of Pentacles, your legacy. Like people who are practitioners that want to steal your destiny. And at this point, or for some time now, I really don't believe that people are fooling themselves when they think that they can steal your destiny, or they think they can destiny swap. I think what they're trying to do is like sort of like chaos magic, where they um do some sort of crossbreeding of magic in order to like say it's so. Like they will, like, how do you say it? They exert so much want and willfulness, like so much like they summon it so much that they fool themselves to thinking that it's theirs, when all they're really doing is like, I think what's happening is it's like they're getting a demented or a twisted version of what's not theirs. So it's like how do I say it? Like a tortoise shell. Okay, a tortoise shell. Am I saying it right? It belongs to the tortoise. Okay, but then there's this like barnacle. It's like, oh, I want it. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. It's mine. And but they want the tortoise shell like as is. They want to live off of that. They want to be the turtle, and they want that to be their home. They will never, ever, ever come across as the tortoise. Naturally is built. So all that they will be able to attain at maximum, even by another, like a bystander's eyes, is a barnacle on that attached itself to this shell. It's like a me kind of energy. But they are never the ones that are operating the shell. And I don't think barnacles give back to the shell, but I mean, like, it's just kind of like a freeloader energy. And I don't think it really, for the most part, I don't think that it really harms the tortoise. I don't think it takes away from the natural beauty of the tortoise. I think it's like a fact finder of what's in the environment and what that turtle came across, like what the conditions were like, and how favorable that sentience was in order to be in order for the desire to be attached to. So there's that energy. And so like that's how what they're saying here. And I've never seen it before like this, but looking at this combo, I mean, there's like an incredible amount of pentacles and like positive feedback on this, which ultimately means I must have like an ongoing like the best intentions. It's not just like here and now before I receive it, but even after the fact. So that whole song, Blackalicious, don't let money change you. Deception, that's what it is. Don't let money change you. It's that I have already integrated that. I don't need to like go through those parables, those stories of learnings. I learned a different way. And so this is really, really great. So like the thing is that when you are challenged in securing pentacle energy for a long period of time, along with other trials, everybody knows this, you know, like when people reach, I've seen this like so many times, when people reach like financial wealth, and they came from a very a life of like extreme poverty, they never ever 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 want to go back to that. So certain things are compromised in maintaining that sense of wealth. There's a sense of, I'm not saying everybody does this, but I've seen this a lot. There's a certain realm of selling out. They play into their fears. And so it's like their spiritual pentacle has deducted from, you know, after maintaining this kind of lifestyle. And I'm not bagging on anybody. It's just like everybody goes through their own, like, you know, ups and downs and learning curves and all of that. It's just an observation. But for me, I don't get to experience that, especially with the definition of like how this energetic would be dealt with. It's like, so there's from the previous reading, not the previous one, but like 2 or 3 readings ago, there was something about like dropping the combativeness. And freaking, I know why this morning, holy smokes, now it just like came to me. Super download, super download. I'm back in my body. Okay, got it, spirit. So anyway, yeah, about the chill time. Like, definitely make every effort that you can to find the calm, and also with your friends and family, for sure. Yeah, because this is kind of like, there's like a stopping point over here, like an iceberg energy here, and sometimes it's like kind of like the Cairn or something like that, in the pile of rocks that is supposed to like prevent you from going in the wrong direction. It's supposed to keep you on path. So it's kind of like that in the seas, in just kind of managing your own thoughts. Just stack them up like a pile of paperwork that you just like shelved on the side, like a bunch of junk mail. Oh my gosh, yeah. Mixed in with some important stuff. And so it's kind of like that. Like, let's have a little checkpoint here. When you notice that there's like you know, a pile or something starting to compile to the point where it would take more than half an hour of your time to sort through, just kind of like mediate on that, because there's a lot to manage here. And even though it may not, I'm talking to my future self, but like I know, like, so even though it may not phase you at this time to have receive so much while you're going at it, is it's also keeping in mind also what other energetics, like in that song, money, what is it, don't let money change you, when they keep saying that, it may not change me, but at the same time it would be and I think I understand why the directive is to remain objective in this process. Like, I'm like, why do I keep getting this hangman card, even if it's like, you know, upright or in reversal? Why do I keep getting it? And I realize, like, especially now, seeing all of this, gosh, breathe. It would be super heartbreak energy to see people change up on you. You know? So I think I'm doing right by going at this first, these interests first. I'm realizing this now, before you know, like getting serious with anyone, or even like really dating. Maybe dating is like kind of harmless right now, but yeah, I just think I realize that it's for the best, because it would definitely be super heartbreak. Um, uh, uh, Energetics to see people change on you. And I'm not just talking about like the dating scene. I'm talking about like everybody. I'm talking about like family and you know, friends like what like you went to high school with, or you know, like people where you feel like you've had like a safe spot with them. You know, it's just it's the same way people deal with grief. It's just different, right? It varies from person to person, and each their own prerogative. But like with many, like makes people crazy sometimes. So they're just telling me to do preventative care and watching out for that, because this is a lot. This is a lot of money. This is like in the with the employer that I work for now. I'm not going to speak numbers, because that's I feel like it would be a violation of like I don't know, just of ethics. I don't think it's right. But they have a history of doing very, very well. And especially for the location that I work in, even though I don't financially see that as a comeback to me, historically, it's also kind of written in there that like superior. And I know why, like when you sell out to like dark magic and all of that, I'm not saying all dark magic is ultimately bad, but like when you do some the rationale here, I'm not even gonna, like, this is not the space for it, so I'm not even gonna say, because I've talked about it so many times. But it's the type of pentacle here, this ongoing pentacle energy, and the quantity is superior in the fact that it also quantifies equivalent to the quality of connections, the quality of work. This is ultimately superior in the way that I see everything on this. It's like a mini deck. How many are in here? 3, 6, 7, 8. And gosh, like how many cards are in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That are, half of them are pentacles. And it's, you know, if you're playing like Scrabble, and you get those letters that have like the greatest amount of points because they're the most difficult to like finagle around, like this is kind of like the most promising hand if we're looking at financially sound, independent, wealthy, just like asset management, like in check for sure. And asset management isn't just like confined to, of course, like self, like it's just reiterating that we're also keeping eyes and optics on the scope of where it's presented, when it's presented, and how it is. So that's wonderful. Oh, it looks like I'm gonna be a little businesswoman here. Talking like that, that's funny. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. On my bottom left, oh, hey, Robin. On the bottom right foot, we got Knight of Cups and 5 of Swords. This person is coming up again. He's here. It's the dude that was willing to betray me from a promise of money, a bribe. And so some of that will come in our inbox sometimes, you know. But that's Page of Wands. So this is starting something new. This is like what is it? Jack be nimble, Jack be quick, Jack jump over the candlestick, you know? So this is about starting something. Okay, so for me, okay, I'm going to start something, but I'm going to quickly jump over it. I'm going to quickly supersede that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, my nose is dripping like crazy. Dripping like water. Excuse me. Oh, I forgot I have my... Oh, there's... Look at that. Sometimes I have magical napkins around. Oh. Gotta do the work, for sure. For sure. I hope you got my message. That reading... magical napkins, I know. My message in the description box of the reading that you were in on, because the channel messages from the playlist were like, oh my god, but just, and I don't mean to like be a mom and be like, okay, just be very careful. But at the same time, I don't want to be irresponsible and say like, oh, I should know because I've been in this energy before, and just assuming. Because I remember not pulling cards when you asked if you were going to be safe. I just was told what ultimately will happen. So you might get a few scrapes here and there, but like ultimately, it stands correct that you will be safe. You will be given the what do you call it? The clues, the truths, the ways in order to keep yourself safe. Oh, excuse me. All right. So top of the deck is what? King of Pentacles. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. This is crazy good. So when this new job takes into full effect, my life will be, oh, so good. So good. Like, I will not have to worry about, like, I won't have to, like, what do you call it? How do you say it? I will not have to worry about wiping the memory or the reality of like getting a massage. Like I can likely do that periodically. So like I've been wanting to treat myself like as one of my as one of like the presents to my one of my kids. We were all gonna go out and, you know, part of it was that we were going to go out for a massage, and like we just haven't found the alignment of when to make that happen. But it's always like I haven't had one since maybe 10 years. Yeah, maybe like just about 10 years, and that's insane. I mean, that's a realm of self-care that doesn't really cost that much, but to, you know, it's just, so there's stuff like that. So this is telling me that the things are, you know, like I won't have to worry about stuff like that, or, I can't even think about other things, like what, I don't know, like I'm doing things that I shouldn't have to worry about. Like it should be an easy resolve. Like my headphones, my headphones broke. And so like it has that faulty connection where like you have to like tilt your head or tilt like the connection in order to hear it from both sides or even one side. And so like for the past couple of days, I'm like, how long is my life going to be like this? Like, and or should I just invest in like, I don't know, a $20 pair of earbuds? And it's like I don't know. Anyway, You know, like having to second guess those things, I will not have to do that shit. I will not be with an employer that's going to like be so greedy as to and so bold as to talk down to me, talk shit to me, and expect, like, have high expectations to constantly deliver when they don't come through for me. You know what I mean? Like, no. Yes, self-care is very good. Oh, you're saying that's is equivalent to buying a new TV or a microwave, or a pair of boots you want, amazing crystals, you know. I don't think I've spent $200 on a crystal. But collectively speaking and getting the inventory, I have. I can't lie, I have. But that's not just for me. But I'm not saying anything about you. I'm just saying, yes, the things that make your day-to-day life that much more enjoyable and increase the quality of your living are absolutely, yeah, you can definitely equal. So yeah, all right, so anything else that you want to say in my panel with when this new job takes into effect? What is my life going to be like? Is there anything else you want to tell me? 7 of Pentacles. I think, again, Pentacles. So there is going to be some, is this downtime? They're saying something about patience. Let me get an idea for that. What is that? Does that mean that I have to be patient until it comes? Like, is it going to be a while? Or does it mean that there's slower seasons that allow me to engage in other things? Queen of Wands. They're saying neither. With the Queen of Wands there, is that you do as you do, Tina. Like, that, you see that big old roar behind her? It's almost like a bear. Holy smokes. It's a lion bear cub at the same time. It's like you have tamed a great big beast that absolutely loves you back. And so there's a massive 3 of Pentacles already like blooming right there. And there's a sense of gentleness that comes with this particular Queen of Wands. So what they're saying is exercise patience, you know, like that chill time. Do not let people, like foul people, get the best of you. Don't let them get the worst of you. You just you find your calm, you're patient with the process, because you know that's just a test. And when you ace that, oh gosh, so much more Pentacle comes through. That's good. Okay. All right. So, what else do you want to say here? All right. So, they gave me advice for that. I think that's all that really... Oh, I want to get a bonus card. How did I do today? I want to get like a summary, just a single thing. What do you want to tell me? How did I do today, my panel? Please tell me. I mean, just overall. Just overall. We don't have to do story time. It's okay. Okay, what is it? 4 of Pentacles. Wait. If this is 4 of Pentacles, then what was the other one? 6 of Pentacles. Oh my gosh, that's reciprocation. Which is still responsibility. It's still ownership, but it's so much more than that. It's kind of a bilateral thing. It's the worthiness to be able to exchange with others responsibly. Ooh, that's good. That's so good. That's so good. Okay, so yeah, 4 of Pentacles. I did very well. I took my sense of ownership And even though it might have ostracized me from the others, like, I think what happened today actually scared others. Or like, it's, I think, I think it gave people something to think about. Like, it's either this way or that way. So it's a matter of whether are they going to follow into the proposed way of thought, if they're going to sell out to this lack mindset, fear-based mentality of doing things, and that's how they earn their livelihood, and that's the way they go about life, whether or not they have kids or whether or not they have loved ones. That's their prerogative. They have that knowledge too. Or they can stand up for themselves as well and know that, you know, that's sometimes you just have to everyone has to cut their losses or call their losses. So what are you going to call a loss at this point? How do you value your life and your everyday aspect? Is it, you know, so it's just understanding those, that realm of negotiation versus compromise. So even though it may have somewhat ostracized me for the time being from others, like I'm in my castle. If yeah, that's just what it is. So that's good. I got the page. Okay, so this is good. All right, I think that's it. Did I ask for a takeaway? Okay, so let's say there's quite a few people here. We have this is Miss Popular here. Well, you know, this not really popular. I'm not really into like that whole vibe, but let's say I have attained the position. It doesn't affect right now. So that means that I have a really awesome crew as it stands watching this. What is our takeaway? What's our takeaway? They want oh my gosh, what is this? Queen of Pentacles. Let's see that. The Queen, she popped up. And then the Two of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, even more, and Knight of Swords. Oh my gosh. Okay. So I don't know if this is you or me, or if this is me like popping up and then this is what like happens for everyone else. Like this is a closed off VIP event. But this is for people who can stand on their own and can reciprocate at this level. So therefore, things happen quickly. Things happen fast. So either I have those that are also following suit, like these could be mothers, you know, but they're upright. They are basically businesswomen too. And all of this is happening here. That's really good. Okay, so that's our takeaway. Woo-hoo. All right. What is just my takeaway? That's my takeaway. Oh, it's the Ace of Wands. That's creativity. Straight up from the divine. You know what I'm getting? Like, because there's like a village right there. It's kind of like that cowbell ring, you know, like, or that foghorn, you know, like that thing. I know I didn't imitate that very well, but it's like, the creativity is just like, it seems like it's a long shot, but like I have, they don't want me to say distant. I have these long distance extraterrestrial relationships that are assisting. They're like, they're coming through to help. And we're equal creatives. This is wonderful. I don't usually get that here. I don't know why, but like, just because I spotted that, like off in a distance, we're kin energy. Like, they have a castle too. So it's like, they're making themselves known. Let me get a clarifier for that, because I don't normally get that stuff. But this is somebody who's equally crafty. You see, like, the knobs on this person's on their like their knuckles. Holy smokes! Oh my gosh, the World card. No, for real. Look, I mean, like, what? Yeah. This is from, you know, like how they say mano y mano, something like that. This is world to world. That's crazy good. All right, I think that's good. I can breathe. I can feel. I'm good. I'm good. That's good. It's good. Thanks so much for all donations provided in light and love. I certainly appreciate it. But now that this reading is officially over, I call back all of my power to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings and blessings and refortification within me with no attachments, no damage. That's it for now. Upon closing the portals in this reading, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with the sequence of roll out and light and love. I close the portals in this reading.